I need to just get a camera. I need to get a camera. Anywho, I'm over here attempting to publish my first little, what is it called? Like, is this an article? I don't know. It's a post on Substack. And I have it under Augusta Speaks. And I'm happy with it. It's nice. I feel that it's a good start. It's a good start, for where I am headed with things. Maybe not publishing articles daily. Publish articles when need be, And I want to put videos out. I want to do lives. I want to do things. I want to do this, especially focusing on people who already support her and taking them from simply being people who support her, people who will definitely vote for her, to encouraging these people to become folks who will go out and advocate for the causes we all agree on. Advocate for the cause that we are all equal. That is the main cause. One thing I can say about Kamala Harris is she believes in justice and equality for all, not just some, all. And there's no doubt in me that she won't waver on. If she stood for something here in 2010, 11, 12, she's still going to stand for that very same thing in 2025, 26, 27, 28. And that's not the reality for a lot of people who are elected officials. That is not the reality because they seek office for different reasons. I have confidence in the fact that she seeks office to use her voice and her platform on a larger scale to represent people and to serve the people and to be for the people. That is her tagline. I don't think she just chose that because it sounded cute. I feel like she chose it because it's something that she really, genuinely, truly believes. And I appreciate that, because to serve and to work the way that as hard as she does, the way that she does with a for the people mindset, it changes everything. I feel that it changes the way that you approach your work because it's selfless. That's true service. And she's inspired me in the way that I've learned so much. I still have a lot to learn. I could definitely benefit from some college courses. I'm definitely trying to get back into school. Gotta get into a position in my life where I can achieve that. But in the meantime, I want to do something. I want to do something good. So I'm literally using this busted, janky Lenovo laptop that we've had since pre-COVID, and it was janky then. It gotta make the best with what you got for the time being, and this is so temporary. I am in the midst of a major shift in my life, a shift where I'll be able to upgrade my resources per se. Starting small is good, but working my way up. I mean, I think of it this way. Look, I got 4 years until the next presidential campaign. We are having our governor's campaign. I do want to be up and running by the time that that's going on. And I know people are starting. Our governor's election is on the way, and I know people are starting to prepare for that. And I want to be ready for that as well when the time comes, to be able to support, maybe raise funds, things like that. It's important. And I feel like starting small in that way, say she does run again in 28. If that were to happen, I need to be positioned to where I am running maybe state to state. I don't care if it's just me, myself, and I. How can I convince you to vote for Kamala Harris? Because she had just convinced me to vote for her in the recent election. In 2024, the presidential debate, that's all it took for me. But I know for some people, it takes a lot more. And how can I help in the way that she needs to reach people on a deeper level? And it's not that they don't know who she is. They know her name and they know her face, but they don't know what she stands for and if she really is grounded in what she stands for. Like I have found out for myself, and I say, oh, well, this lady's saying all this stuff on the debate stage, and I mean, she's pretty and all, but what's it really about? So I go and I do my research, and I find out that she's dedicated her entire life to serving the public, and not just regular serving. And they said selfless serving I'm talking about, where she doesn't usually benefit from the work that she does, where the positive impact that she's had has brought upon hatred, hateful attacks against her own person. You know, that's the selflessness that I speak of. So I just want to help people see, like, this is not that. She doesn't have to present herself a certain way. She doesn't have to be anything like anyone wants her to be. She can just be herself and let that be enough, and show people what her authenticity looks like. And I mean, I don't even know this woman personally, but I don't agree with the idea that you have to know someone in that way to convey who they are. You know, I also don't know Jesus. I never walked with Jesus. I'm not comparing her to Jesus, but I'm saying that is a person that I've never shook hands with. I've never breathed the same air as, and I've never lived at the same time as. Yet I still have such a deep and personal connection to this individual who is now more than just an individual. It's a collective part of like everyone's experience of life. That's what Jesus is. And to think that we are limited in the way, no, we're created in God's image. We're not limited in that way. We are definitely able to connect with each other on that level to this day. It did not stop with Jesus. We've always had that ability, and that's something he tried to teach his disciples. So I believe, in relation to Kamala Harris, in relation to Jasmine Crockett, in relation to any powerful leader in today's society, whether they're recognized as such or not, in relation to them, you can definitely find that kind of connection, establish that kind of connection, and nurture that kind of connection. I don't have to ever meet her to do this kind of work, because I know that the long-term goal, the long-term positive impact is more important than a short-term satisfaction or gratification. So I don't have to hear her say, well, thank you for all the things you've done. I don't care. I just would get satisfaction from the fact that we have someone in office who genuinely cares about our interests and our well-being, our livelihood, and our quality of life. Making sure that we're actually able to enjoy the things out of life we deserve to. That someone, I believe, is Kamala Harris, because guess what? She's proven time and time, every time she's elected, she's proven time and time again that she will keep her word. And I promise, if these people weren't constantly trying to block her, if these people weren't constantly trying to stop her, she would have accomplished way more. But the fact that she's accomplished this much and people are always coming at her is amazing. It's amazing. I'll never fail to be inspired by her work. I'll never fail to be inspired by who she is and the things that she says. And I appreciate the way that she talks too. She makes it very clear. And that's why they try to, it's a manipulation tactic. It's deception to convince people that they are not seeing what they're actually seeing, that they're not hearing what they're actually hearing. It's gaslighting in a different way. It's someone is speaking clear, concise, and then you go and say word salad, make sense. Because I understood all of that. So if you're illiterate, if you can't comprehend basic English, if you don't use context clues because some of these words you don't know the definition of, that's on you. Me, I heard her. I knew what she was saying, and I got her point. She made several points. So you can all, who criticize the way she talks, y'all can all have several seats. That's how I feel. Because at the end of the day, I did my research And I mean going and watching videos from 10, 12, 15 years ago, that when these videos were recorded, I was in preschool. Going back and watching that, it gave me a new perspective. It gave me the idea of like, hey, you need to get on it. I'm 22 right now. I turned 23 this year, a couple months. August 8th, I'll be 23. I want to be able to look back at my 20s and say, I didn't just bullshit, and people say, oh, you're supposed to grind in your 20s, you're supposed to grind in your 20s. Wait a minute. Because I'm a grinder. Like Kevin Gates said, I'm a grinder. Oh, 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 oh. But I'm also a sleeper, a relaxer, an enjoyer. I like to kick back and take it in. You know what I mean? I want to experience in my 20s sitting on my porch with a cup of coffee, cup of tea, steamy, in my nostrils, you know what I mean? Aromatherapy, watching the sun rise and set. You know what I mean? I want that in my 20s. I'm not finna say that kind of experience for my 40s, 50s, and 60s. She has not. And I'm sure she's found a way to incorporate, quality of life, enjoying things, relaxing, and achieving great things, which is, they go hand in hand. I don't believe in the separation of those two. And I feel like false choice, no thank you. I would rather spend my entire life making a positive impact while enjoying my life, enjoying that positive impact. It's so hard to enjoy my life, period, when I'm losing my rights. It's so hard to enjoy my life, period, when I'm watching my community decline, when we could progress. When I'm watching our potential, the people that I care about, whether I've known them in real life or online, the people that I care about, watching them go through struggles, struggling myself. How can I possibly enjoy a quality life, high quality life? Not with people like Trump in office, not with people like we have in the House of Representatives and in Congress. People who won't sacrifice their pride, who won't sacrifice their status to serve their constituents the way that they're supposed to, and the way that they took an oath to. They swore to on the Bible. Swore to. These people are not even of good character. So working to make sure that even if I don't get to enjoy certain things like this in my lifetime, that the people who come after me, the people who are being born right now, this very second there's a baby being born, making sure that their world is better than mine. That's what is important to me. So yes, I'm on this janky computer. It doesn't matter, because I know that it's just a start. I'm just beginning. It's okay. Give yourself time. But I'm actually really happy with this, because it's important to me. It's something I'm genuinely passionate about, and that's another reason I support her to this extent. Kamala Harris steps outside of politics. She cares about our world. And I've always said that she would have been a president for us, for all Americans, but she would have been a leader for the world. A great leader for other world leaders to look up to aspire to be like. This guy we got right now is a plumb fool, and he's embarrassing. Literally embarrassing. He cannot even dance. So, I don't need someone like that representing me as an American. And it would be beautiful to see her be a president for all Americans in the way that she is a woman who represents so many different minority communities. And that's so important, because America is made up of minorities. And then when we as minorities make up the majority, but we fail to realize the community we have with each other, because they have separated our communities and made them as if they're supposed to be positioned against each other, at opposition or at odds with each other. And that's not the truth. If we were to all unify the way we're supposed to be in the United States, then we would have a majority. We would not be minorities anymore. And I feel like they knew that Kamala Harris could change the way that we perceive ourselves. And that's dangerous because we would be empowered in a way that they don't want us to be, because they are benefiting from us not utilizing our power. So I'm proud of her. I'm proud of the fact that she doesn't even concern herself with the shit that they're saying in the news. Where's Kamala Harris? Why is she doing nothing? She don't have to do shit. She doesn't have to do anything. She's never had to. She just chose to because she genuinely cares. It's almost like that's what we've been trying to say this whole time. Only thing, I'm not a big fan of having regrets, but one thing I wish that I found her sooner. I wish that I found her when I was very young. I feel like just even seeing or knowing about her at a younger age would have transformed my life in a way that it's done now. But I believe in divine timing. I know that things happen on their own accord, that God has a plan and a time and a season for everything. And I believe that, say hypothetically, I were to ever be let down by more than just Kamala Harris. I look up to other people as well. It's important to be inspired and encouraged by others. That's what we're here to do. If I were to ever be let down by someone I greatly admired, I would take it as confirmation, affirmation of who I am. It's okay to have differences. It's okay to disagree, to have misalignments. Because when you are rerouted, say you weren't, you would be going in the wrong direction. So I accept every I guess potential outcome. Say she became president and pulled a Trump. Hello, my heart would hurt, but at the end of the day, it would just be more ammunition, more fuel for me to fight. But I feel like, and I have confidence, I just have this feeling, my intuition is just telling me that with Kamala Harris as president, I wouldn't have to fight against something. I could fight alongside. I could fight for something. And it's not just me. It's so many people. And I've met a lot of people. Something tells me and it's a fact, when you do good, you can see it. You can see it. If a person is good, you can see it. The things that are brought to your attention when you search up someone, like good causes. This is a good cause. A good cause. Every time I've looked up Kamala Harris, I find something useful, knowledgeable. I find something that I can soak up. You know what I mean? When she speaks, I'm getting knowledge, wisdom. Always, every single time. That's the proof. People are always saying these things, mischaracterizing her. I don't care. And sometimes I have received those same attacks because I am loud and proud about my support of her. But oh well, because even before I knew who she was, I was getting attacked in that manner. Even before I knew who I was getting attacked. And now that I have a better idea of who I am on a personal level, on a spiritual level, emotional, mental level, getting more comfortable within myself at the age of 22, I have realized that people are simply in suffering. And in that way, I'm able to have grace and forgiveness. Now, grace and forgiveness does not equate to laying down and taking it. You have every right to defend yourself. You have every right to defend others, especially. Now, people might say, oh, all types of stuff about me. Cool. And people might say, oh, all types of stuff about her. Not cool. Okay? Yeah, I'm checking it every time. It just makes me feel even more angry. It makes me feel even more fired up. Like, yeah, when people say stuff about me, oh, okay. Posted a tweet. Like, oh yeah, don't ask me. I voted for her. Like, hello, don't ask me about nothing that's going on, but at the same time, you didn't ask, I'm still gonna tell you. Whatever. people were calling me all types of N-words and you want to be white and blah 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 blah. Because I put on a suit. Yeah, getting that kind of energy back from people. And then just so many things have happened since. It doesn't bother me to an extent of where, I would like to withdraw. The only thing that does that is having issues within the community itself. People who are supposed to be on the same page, not being on the same page, that's the only time. And I'm learning and I'm finding strength in the way of being able to stay engaged, even when it's not as easy, I take it a lot more serious when I see people posting horrible things about her. The replies that I get when I'm just posting something positive about her, and I get these negative, hateful, just completely, I would say sick and evil, sick and twisted replies and responses, reactions from folks who do not support her, people who are not happy with themselves, projecting that miserable energy onto whoever they can. Unfortunately, it's me sometimes. Yeah, that does hit a little bit harder, especially because they, this is exactly what the article is about, is because they misusing AI. I feel like artificial intelligence has positive potential, but because of the generation we're in, I would call it a transitional generation. Whether you were a baby boomer, Gen X, millennial, Gen Z, and even the new alpha babies, everyone is in this transition, because it's so freaking new. And we've had technological advances in the way of, we got cars to drive and stuff. We're not riding horseback no more. But not like this. I have a screen here, a screen here, a screen there, 2 screens over there, a screen in the living room, a screen in the other room. It's everywhere, every day. Our way of life has not been this different since, I would say, we started living in houses instead of fucking tents and fucking shacks and shit. Whatever we was doing back then, I don't know, because I wasn't back there. I'm here now, where you can't go into a house without seeing 5011 mirrors. When our bathrooms didn't have a mirror in them. It's just so many different changes that we've had, and AI is probably the biggest thing. And I know that it's going to go even further by the time I'm her age. She's in her 60s, freshly in her 60s, and she's being a champion in the way that she's going to advocate for positive use of artificial intelligence so that we don't see a corrupt society and we don't inherit a dystopian future. Thank you. She's trying to make sure that her generation is on the right track. And most of these people who are in this field are seniors, I would say. They're not young folks. We're coming in, yeah, but who did we learn from? They're already making these advances because people have spent their lives dedicated to making these advances. So it only makes sense that the older generation would be the ones who have to advocate for the way that it is used. Y'all have to be the ones, and let us be the ones coming after you to support your cause. So that is why I published this article. It is Kamala Harris, AI and the Future of Democracy, Navigating Politics in the Digital Age. That is a very important topic to speak on. Augusta speaks. But yes, it's a very important topic to speak on because in all reality, AI interfered in our election. And I feel like as many people want to disregard the fact that Trump has admitted that he rigged the election with the help of Elon Musk, even though people are completely ignoring this, I feel like that's wrong. I feel like y'all need to go ahead and put her in the office just based on that alone. I know that they don't work like that, but the fact that that is the truth, I can wholeheartedly tell you, Elon Musk did more than just rigging maybe the election, voting machines, whatever they talking about. I can tell you for a fact that no one could deny the misuse of AI, the intentional attacks against Kamala Harris, by way of artificial intelligence. That's got the Trump campaign written all over it. They did that on purpose, paying people to spread that kind of thing. And in this day and age where people don't go and research, people don't even pick up books no more. People don't even read ebooks. It's on your screen. You know? So it's so easy. Oh, artificially intelligent, artificial whatever. Oh, okay. They read about it. Oh, but then when they're actually being a victim of a targeted attack, they don't even know that they're a victim of something where someone is definitely intentionally trying to manipulate the way that they perceive something by use of AI. They read about how it happens and then they don't recognize when it's fucking happening. We need to get on this. We need to be on top of this. We can't just let it happen, because if we do, we will be inheriting that dystopian future I speak of. And dystopian in many ways. Dystopian by way of artificial intelligence, climate change, or lack of democracy, and we inherit a dictatorship from the Trump administration. I don't understand. I don't understand how people are just so calm. This is not normal. It's cool. And people say we're not doing enough. Well, are we supposed to disrupt our day-to-day ordinary life? No, that's insane. But what we could do is help people, educate people. We could fight in a way, resist in a way. The best way I would say in this day and age to resist is to be uplifting and encouraging of our communities. And when everybody does that, it has the largest impact because it's happening on the smallest scale. It has the largest impact. It's like ants. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of ants doing their one task gets the job done, and it's a big job. You know what I mean? It's a lot better than just having a few big dogs in the fight. Everybody's in the fight. You know what I mean? That is so much better, and that's what we need. Democrats in the Congress body should not have to do so much. I don't think that we should put that much pressure on them, telling them that they need to be protesting harder in a way that would make them sacrifice their respect of self in office, in position of authority. I would say authority in a way like they have the authority to speak for their constituents. They should be able to just do their job without having to get ugly about it, you know? And a lot of people, maybe that's just not in their personality to behave a certain way. Asking them to step outside their comfort zone, yeah, we should not have to ask them to do that. It should be a lot more people willing to get out the house and go say something, go do something. Hey, don't just keep sharing these little stupid idiot posts that you think are funny. How about you advocate for the causes you care about on a daily basis? You sit there and repost stuff on TikTok all the time anyways. Post on TikTok instead of posting a selfie about what's happening in your community and paying attention to what's going on in the news. That is what I've taken. I mean, you can do both. I'm doing it. So, yeah, I could be here all day, but I'm not going to be. I'm happy. I'm chilling. I need to get ready because my mom's birthday is today and we're going to go celebrate. So, yeah. This is just a little, oh shit. This is just a little video though. Progress. We'll see where I am next time I post. Anywho, I'm not going to do no stupid outro because it's kind of crazy. I'm not about to be like, thanks guys, subscribe. No, because honestly, who's watching this? I don't know. Might just be me. But yeah. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye.